Welcome, Cancer. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for July the 25th through to July the 31st, 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we begin, thank you. Thank you for all of the positive love and supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. I truly do send it right back to you. You guys rock. Thank you so much. You do. So let's find out what the energy is supposed to be that surrounds you this week and how to master that energy so that you can go forward with strength, empowerment, love. Ooh, look at that. Speak of, we have the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess in relationships could actually be kind of lustful. So there's sensuality, there's passion here. But she is a spiritual magician, so to speak. She brings in the unimaginable, the surprise. Okay, so she brings in spiritual magic. So I think she's, so much stronger than the magician could be because she opens up the things we love, the things that we have, our passions, the things that's going to bring out passion in us, the things that are going to bring in joy in our life, or where we want the joy in our life. You have the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is really about, this isn't a scary card, so stop. This is a good card. This tells me that you're at the end of the struggles, the chaos, the worry, the confusion, the heartbreak, the tears. The sun is opening up in the back there. You are pushing yourself up. And those swords are not in your back. If they were, there'd be a pool of blood in front of you. There is not. They are behind you. That is your shield of strength. That is the lessons that you had to walk through in order to gain the wisdom. So this is usually the end of a lot of chaos in our lives. So if you have been going through some pretty chaotic situations in your life, know that now things should be leveling out. Things should be getting a little clearer for you. You're standing stronger. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Strong cards this week for you. Wheel of Fortune is closing a door so new doors can open in our life. And I'm going to lay another card down here just to, we've got the Three of Swords. Now, the Three of Swords crosses over the Ten of Swords. So if the Ten of Swords scares you, now I got the Three of Swords laying right on top of it. This could be, I see the sky breaking open just like the other card. And where we are pushing ourselves up, we're actually laying here and we are rejuvenating ourselves. We are recharging our batteries. So with the Wheel of Fortune, we're ready to actually leave the chaos and the confusion, the fear, the sorrow, the tears in the past. We are ready for new experiences. We are ready for new love in our life. So we could be looking at our routines, our day-to-day activities, who's involved in our lives, the things that our situations that we put ourselves into on a regular basis. And we may be deciding what is truly healthy for us and what is dissipating our energy, pulling us down, not allowing us to go forward on our path in the way we want. This could come out as people in our life. This could come out as situations in our life. It's kind of like, with the High Priestess being your very first card. So that is a very positive card. Well, we might just be at the point where it's no more. We're not going to put up with it anymore. We're not going to play that game anymore. We're not going to allow other people's dramas to come into play, perhaps. The camera is... Something was driving me nuts and I didn't know what it was. Peanut must have hit the table while I was out. He lays right underneath it. So I leave, and then if I don't come back within like 30 seconds, then he gets all fidgety because I haven't been back yet. So even though the Three of Swords and the Ten of Swords, if it was a personal reading, maybe I'd be looking at it a little differently. But in a general reading, I think we're ready to move past the chaos in our life. So what has been causing stress? What has been causing chaos in your life? You're really going to be looking at that now, and you are going to be looking at how to close that door and allow new happy experiences, joyful experiences, experiences that are going to shape you and create new beginnings for you to come into your life. Our underlying card is Judgment. You know, I would almost think this is a week to try and take off as much as possible. Be alone with your thoughts. Be alone with, be alone with your thoughts. Meditation, prayer. You know, go on a vacation, but a quiet vacation. A retreat of some sort. Because this is where you really want to think things through when the Judgment card shows up. The Judgment card, first of all, says, you know, don't get caught up in gossip. Don't start gossip. That's a gimme. But don't get caught up in gossip. Don't base your perceptions on your forward movement on a simple statement or a sentence or something you overheard. You want to think things through. You want to take in information. I mean, this is really calling you to have sound judgment, good judgment. And the only way we can have sound judgment and good judgment if we weigh out all the different parts of it. So sometimes actually removing yourself, I wonder if we're going to get a travel card in here, removing yourself from your environment will allow you to have the clarity needed in order to understand what is really hindering you, what is pulling you back, what is undermining you in some way. What kind of chaos are you involved in that? How could you separate yourself from that chaos? How could you go forward and leave that chaos in the background, in your past? Our overriding card, oh, the Seven of Wands, you know, there's a declaration that you're making here. You may be making it to other people of how you want to go forward, what you expect to have in your path forward, what you want to create, your goals, your dreams, who you want to become. And I don't think it matters what other people will say to you. I think that you are determined in your path forward. You're hoping that you have their support, their love, that they see things your way. But I don't think it necessarily matters on how you go forward, on how they feel. And maybe that is a little bit of heartache. Maybe that is a little bit of struggle. Closing a door on some people that you thought were always going to be there for you and finding out they're not there for you. And that could be in the neighborhood, that could be in the community, that could be in the job, that could be in the home, family. It all depends on where you are experiencing that you need the growth. But then we have the Three of Cups. So I think that's more of the energy. I mean, I'm sure this energy is going to flow for a lot of it. But this is about enjoying life. This is about giggles and laughters. And this could be celebration. This could be getting news that makes you jump for joy. Maybe that's what puts you on a new path. Maybe this is what makes you want to leave the chaos or the struggle or the worry or the tears behind. Because you see a new avenue. You see the joy that can be. Maybe you are experiencing it. Maybe you are allowing your inner child out this week to experience the joy and the happiness. And we have the Six of Cups. This is love yourself. This is putting yourself first. This is celebrating your inner child. It also could be something from your past coming back into your life. With this card more than there's another card in the deck that kind of leans the same way, but this can be, you know, the old boyfriend or the old girlfriend from 20 years ago knocking on your door at 3 in the morning. This could be where you pass somebody in the street and they remind you of a certain period of time in your life, where you see some kind of signage, or maybe it's a product. And all of a sudden it takes you back to a certain period of time in your life. You're being shown that for a reason. You're being shown that because you really need to attach yourself to the wisdom of what you learned from that experience. And so often people say, well, I didn't really get any wisdom along my path. If you can look back at a point in your life and you say, now, why didn't I do that? Or why didn't I have that conversation? Or why didn't I put myself in that situation? That's your wisdom. Because before that wasn't an option. When you were actually living it, it wasn't even an option. And now you realize that you had another option. And you'll have a new option going forward if you're in that situation. And something should appear in your life that kind of resembles the energy of that time in your life. But you're going to have a different approach, a new understanding, a new way of doing, a new way of being. We have the Seven of Swords. This could be where somebody is being dishonest with you, trying to undermine you in some way, trying to get what they want out of your path in some way, tapping into who you are and what you do in order to reap the rewards, meaning no rewards for you, but they'll put it across as you will get the reward. So, where we have this whole judgment thing, because that's the underlying, is really, you really need to use your judgment right now in who you are sharing your secrets with, who you are letting into your life, who you are relying on. And, we've got some swords that we are holding close, so we know that there are people and situations in our life that are wishing us well, that are moving us in the right direction, that has our back. But there's a couple of swords there that we are leaving behind. This could also be where we are looking at the priorities in our life. So we're looking at our routines and how we are going to live our lives going forward. This could be healthier lifestyles that we are looking at. This could be what we eat or what we drink or how much exercise we get or how much sleep we get. This could be where we put ourselves into certain situations each and every day in our routines, and we don't want to do that anymore. And we're changing up our routines. We're seeing what's healthier for us. We're seeing what is better for us. And I think we really need to take ourselves almost out of the mix to really understand what things are really promoting us to move forward and what things are hindering us to move forward this week. We also have the Four of Cups, so the gratitude card. So being grateful for what we do have in our life and how it can move us forward. The little things. I saw a t-shirt probably about a week back now, and it said, what would you do? I'll paraphrase because I don't remember exactly what it said now, but what would you do if you woke up this morning and only had the things that you gave gratitude for the night before? And I thought, whoa. And I'm a real, I do a couple minutes of gratitude every night before I go to bed if I don't do it during the day. Even if I do it during the day, I still have that little part that I do the gratitude. And I thought, ooh, I better start with my eyes to see and my hands to feel and my nose to smell and my mouth to speak and my ears to hear and my legs to walk, and we better take it from there. So it really is looking at the things that you are grateful for in your life and acknowledging them. For work and career, we have the Knight of Cups, so new passions can open up to us, new ways of doing things, the passion that we want in our job. We are instilling more passion within the workplace, within what we do. We are trying to get everybody maybe on the same page when it comes to the work environment, trying to get everybody as passionate as maybe you are about the job. If you are looking for work, then this is definitely telling you to look at something that is going to bring in passion in your life, that's going to make you want to jump out of bed in the morning. This could be a hobby turned into a home-based business, so you still have to keep the mundane 9-to-5 job, but there's something that it's attached to your passions, it's attached to love, it's attached. This could also be where a relationship can start at work this week. But with the Knight of Cups, you know, it's all about your passions. It's all about your dreams. It's all about embracing your passions and dreams and making sure that they are a part of your work life. For love, relationships, oh look at that, we got the King of Cups. So this is where we are looking at the security in our relationship and growing it deeper. Understanding ways of growing it deeper. I see that ship coming in the background. Something out of the blue can happen that binds you together, that pulls you together, that makes you a single force going forward, that it's almost like a protection of your security going forward. If you are looking for a relationship and this card comes out, I would have to think that if you meet somebody, they are going to be long-term security for you. But this is growing the security. This is taking care of each other. This is understanding how we do care for each other and nurture each other within the relationship to grow it deeper and grow it stronger. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.